What's up YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. My name's Callum from Southern Light TCG, and we're here with another video where we're going to be doing an ace grading submission, 30 plus cards, 38 I think in total, with a mixture of my submissions for the business and also submissions from various clients. And we're just going to be going over what we're going to be guessing on these grades, and let's see if we get them right when we get them back, because ace grading's open back up. We'd have liked to go with the cheaper submissions, but we've had to go for the £15 standard one because they generally haven't been opening up much, and they're kind of shrouded in a fable of mystery at the moment, which is a shame, but at the same time we love that they've opened up. Here we go, we're going to jump right into the video and I will show you what we're working with. Okay, so look at that wedge. Now, first card is going to be the new from the 25th anniversary celebration, just a basic holo. This is for a client. They're going with color match variations, so it's going to be interesting to see these cards. I'm just going to show you what I think these cards are going to be getting. I've made some notes over here which I'm going to have to refer to at some point because I won't be able to remember them all. And we'll start with this Mew. Now, as you can see with this Mew here, sorry about the lighting, but it looks fairly clean, right? You turn it over, got some whitening as you can see up there. Okay, and I guess that this one is going to get an 8 because it has whitening in certain corners, as you can see there and there. We'll move on to the next card, but that's what I think is going to nail that one and get an 8. Now you've got the Groudon as well, holo from the 25th anniversary as well, Team Magnus Groudon, sorry. With my notes here, I made a suggestion that it's going to get a 9 because it's got some slight whitening. Now let's see where the whitening is on this one. It might be down there, maybe up here. Long story short, I basically said that this one was going to get a 9. So we'll see if we're right on that one. Next one, you got the Radiant Greninja. Beautiful, beautiful card. If you like your Radiants, you like Shinies, Black Greninja. This one I put down, it was going to be getting a 10. I saw no faults with this one clearly, although I'm pretty sure it's just in the sleeve. Yeah, it is. There you go. I thought this one was going to get a 10. The centering looks good. There was no whitening I could see on the card. And there we go. I think that's going to get a 10. We've got another Radiant here. We've got Hawlucha. And this one I wrote down was going to get a 9. I made a quick note to say that it had some centering issues. However, I must have... Yeah, I think it's a bit left heavy, generally speaking. I think it's left heavy. But again, this could get a 10 as well. It's going to be close, but I thought it would get a 9. So we'll see. It's one of those I hope I'm wrong about. We're going to another Radiant here, Radiant Heatran. And on my note there, I put that this one was going to be a 10. So I thought this one was pretty clean. Centering looks good. No whitening. No scratches on the surface. Nothing wrong with the corners. So I thought that was going to get a 10. See if I'm right on that. Now, next one, we've got a Reshiram holo for 25th anniversary as well. This card here, I put down it was going to be a 9 because of the corners. A little bit of whitening there, corners slightly jagged there. I believe the corner's down there. Anyway, I thought it was going to get a 9. So moving to the next one, we've got a holo Lugia from the 25th anniversary. Now this one, I thought it was going to get down an 8 because of the edges, the corners as well apparently. I must have had a look at this. Corner up there, some of the edge wear there. I thought this one was going to get an 8. It's still going to be beautiful to see in a colour match, to be honest. I can't wait to see what the colour matches look like. I haven't seen that many of them. The next one is the Dialga as well, holo from the 25th anniversary. I wrote down that this one was going to get 8 bottom corners, apparently. Yeah, as you can see, you got some whitening down there and there. And yeah, I think that was going to knock it down to an 8. Next one is the holo Kyogre from 25th anniversary. This one is underrated in my opinion. The artwork, you've got the Team Magma Grunts there swimming next to Kyogre. What did I write down for this one? I wrote down that this one was going to get an 8 because of its centering and its bottom corners. Yeah, you can see there, bottom corner, and the centering is probably a bit left heavy on that side and that side. Still, going to be cool to see. I think this is all for PC for this client. I don't think he's really looking at the monetary value, which I respect. I definitely respect. And now we have the Palkia holo from 25th anniversary as well. I've written down this one is going to be an 8 as well because of the edges, whitening, and the corners. So I believe this one, yeah, you can see there a little bit of whitening. Corners a bit jagged there, corners a little bit jagged there. So I think that would knock it down to an 8. We'll see if I'm right or not. Next one, you got the Groudon, also with the Tin Magma Grunts, which is pretty cool. Underrated in my opinion as well. Beautiful. This is going to be interesting to get the colour match. I assume it's going to be red. And this one I wrote down it was going to get 8 as well because of the edges and the whitening. Slight whitening there, as you can see. Yeah, I thought this was going to get knocked down to an 8. So let's see if I'm right on that one. Obviously on these, I hope that I'm wrong on most of them. I hope that the client does better than what I'm predicting. Got a little bit of experience now in grading and I feel confident with what I'm saying. So the next one we have is the Cleffa from the 25th anniversary collection, the holo. And I have written down this one's going to be a 9. And the notes that I made were that it had a holo mark. So I've seen somewhere on this holo some kind of mark somewhere, but I'm not sure where it is off the top of my head memory wise. And that's what I must have seen. Otherwise, it looks pretty clean as you can see. So yeah, Beautiful hollow anyway, beautiful texture. So hopefully I'm wrong on that one and he gets a 10. One, here comes Team Rocket 25th anniversary. I've guessed that this one was a 10. And yeah, gorgeous texture as well. Shout out to the Team Rocket, the OGs. That new Team Rocket set's coming out soon. That bit of whitening there, I believe that's just the sleeve. Yeah, it was. That's what we're looking at the moment. I believe that's going to be a 10. Next one, Rocket's Admin 25th anniversary. And I also guessed that it was going to receive the Gem Mint 10. So let's see if that's the case. As you can see, the surface is gorgeous as well. All right, the Persian in there. Gorgeous card, really. Back looks pretty clean as far as I'm concerned, and I thought that was going to get a 10. Next one, 25th anniversary as well. You got your Flying Pikachu VMAX in this case. And I also guessed that this was going to receive a Gem Mint 10. I thought the surface was okay. I thought the corners were pretty clean. I thought the centering was nice. I thought this one was going to get a 10. We'll see. Back here, as you can see, no major concerns. I thought this one was going to get a 10. So we'll see. That one I think is going to have an ace label as well. Next one, we've got the Surfing Pikachu V from the 25th anniversary as well. Again, I put down on this one that it was going to get a 9. I made no notes as to why though. Normally I'll make a note. I don't know why I didn't know that one. Maybe that corner up there, top left. We'll see. But for whatever reason, I guess this one was going to be a 9. I hope I'm wrong. I hope it gets a 10. So we'll see. Now we hit some big boys. We've got the Raging Bolt EX. Absolutely stunning card. And I have written down this one's going to get a 9. And again, I've made no notes as to why. That's interesting. I was obviously being lazy for a couple of cards. But maybe because of that slight jag on the corner. It's very slight anyway. But yeah, I'm not quite sure on this one. Maybe tiny bit of whitening up there. Maybe the jaggedness of the corner. I have to work on my lighting skills. We're learning. Maybe that slight bit of whitening down there. But yeah, this is quite a big boy card and it's gorgeous. Absolutely love it. From Temporal Forces, Wild Force in Japanese. I think it's a 6-hit card. I love it. And now we have the Zapdos EX from 151. Or 151, however you want to call it. The OG first generation set that brought so many of us back into the hobby. I got some friends back into it off this hobby. I've written down that it's going to be an 8 because of the corners. Maybe that whitening up there. I believe that corner down there might just nick it. We'll see. We've got another Zapdos EX from 151. And this one, I've said the second one's getting a 9. First one's getting an 8. And it also says corner. So I'm going to have a look. But I guess that one's going to get a 9. So first one an 8, second one a 9. Hopefully I'm wrong and he gets a 10 on both of them. And the next one is the Alakazam EX, which I have written down. Going to be getting an 8 because of the corners again. So we'll see. This is the problem with English cards. The print quality. Just getting fresh out of a pack when you get a dink is just the most annoying thing ever. I believe that was going to knock it down a couple of marks. Hopefully I'm wrong again. It gets a 9 at least. Or 10. I just doubt. Move on to the Illustration Rare Deerling. I believe this one was in Cyber Judge or Wild Force. Either way, it's in Temporal Forces in English. But I believe it was in Cyber Judge. And I put down that this one was going to get a 9 because of the front edge corner. I'm guessing I saw something on the corners at some point. I think it's just the jaggedness of the corner, maybe. Maybe that one down there. I believe it's that one down there. And I thought that that was going to knock it down to a 9. Gorgeous cards. Going to have a gorgeous ace label, so I hope I'm wrong. Next one, Illustration Rare Grottle. And I put down that this one was going to get a 9 because of the front edges. So I've had a look at the edges and I wasn't happy. Otherwise, it looks fairly clean. Hopefully I'm wrong on this one. It gets a 10 as well. Lovely card with the Marrow and the Starlies there with the Grottle. Underrated starter in my opinion. We've got the Revavroom. Can't say that. Revavroom. Jesus, try to say that if you're drunk. EX from Obsidian Flames. Sorry, Special Illustration Rare. I think this is a gorgeous, gorgeous card. It's underrated. It's probably undervalued. And I've put down that this one's going to get 9 because of a corner dink. Let's see if we can try and find it. I believe it's that one down there. Yep. I think it's that one. I think that will drop it down to a 9, I'm afraid. We'll see. Next one, Illustration Rare Houndour. All of them in the trash there, reminiscent of the Johto film days. I think it's gorgeous, you know, when it chases a Pikachu. Put down that this one is going to get 9 because of the corner dink again. I believe it's down there, funny enough. Might be up top. I believe it was going to get a 9 because of that dink, so... Hopefully I'm wrong again. Excadrill Illustration Rare here. Gorgeous, reminiscent of Gen 5. Underground there with the miners. Down this one's going to get a 10 because of the edges. So I'm guessing a 10. Gem Mint 10. Sorry, what? Why would I get a 10 because of the edges? No, I think I'm guessing a 10, but I've noticed that the edges could knock it back. Maybe I've just seen like a slight shimmer where it looks like it's lost its grey matte finish and it's more defaulted to the hollow. We'll see. Got the Illustration Rare Relicanth here. Relicanth. I always say Relincanth, but it's Relicanth. I think it's a gorgeous, underrated card. I'm biased to underwater stuff. I collect underwater stuff and water, so I'm always going to be biased. And I put down that this one's going to be a 9 because of a corner dink. Probably seen a corner dink somewhere, and this, I believe, is the culprit of what I believe will knock it down to a 9. Hopefully I'm wrong again. Abomasano, character rare. Or trainer gallery, sorry. Character rare is probably a Japanese reference. I think this is a gorgeous card. It's underrated. It's definitely undervalued in my opinion. And I put down that this one's going to get an 8 because of surface dinks. So there must be... I must have gone over this and seen maybe some surface scratches, which might be coming up now, maybe not. But yeah, lovely card. I love how the light shines off it here, catches the reflectiveness. Hopefully I'm wrong again. Cleavor, trainer gallery, gorgeous, gorgeous card. I love this Pokemon as well. A 9 because of the centering. So I've looked at this and I've thought centering is not what I think is good enough. Maybe because of the back. Yeah, I believe the back is a bit right heavy in my opinion, which will knock it down to a 9. We'll see. Now the beautiful Bronzong trainer gallery here with Jasmine, the Gen 2 Steel type gym leader that introduced Steel types for us. Has Steelix. You have to go and heal its Ampharos in the Lighthouse. Memories are just the best of this card. I put down that this one's going to be a 9 because of edgeware. Now I'm guessing the same thing. It's not got its yellow matte finish and maybe the edgeware there and some of the reflections just shining through. We'll see. Maybe down there, maybe you can see there slight edge whitening. Maybe that would drive it down to a 9. Hopefully not. Hopefully I'm wrong again. Next one on the list, we've got the Pikachu from the 25th anniversary there, which is underrated in my opinion, undervalued, and I put down it's going to get an 8 because of the dinks. But, I mean, look at this card. If none of you have noticed, you have a Butterfree up here, hidden behind the Pikachu. You have a Caterpie up there, which is easy to see. You have a Parasect over here, and just some hidden Pokemon in there for you, which I think just make it all better. I believe these are the dinks. So I put an 8. Maybe I'm being optimistic. I get a 7, but I'm going to stick with the 8. Stick with my original guesses. Here we have the Trainer Gallery Shadow Rider Calyrex V. Underrated card in my opinion. Gorgeous card in like this crystal cave. Very reminiscent of Gen 8 in the games. I put down that this one is going to be a 9 because of the edges on the top and the centering is maybe a little bit left heavy. But again, I don't think they're going to be harsh enough to drop it down to an 8 because the back's pretty clean. We'll see. Irida here. Nice full art trainer, lovely card as well. Now I've put down that this one is going to be a 10. So clearly I don't think there's any problem with this card. I think the centering is good enough. Looking at it now, it might be a little bit bottom heavy, but I still think we're going to get away with a 60-40 margin here. And maybe right heavy as well, but I still believe we're going to be within those margins. And yeah, otherwise it's a clean card. I'm hoping I'm right on that one. We've got the Roxanne full art, the rock type gym leader from Gen... Is it 3? Or is it 4? Oh, I'm faltering on my Pokemon knowledge. Not a real fan. I put down this one's going to be 10. So I haven't seen any problems with this card again. I've been looking at it since we've been talking as well. I've been thinking, yeah, there's no issues with that. I think that will get the 10 too. And again, if you like your waifus or you like just nostalgia from the games, I think that card is fantastic. Friends in Paldea. Speaking of nostalgia, more for the new school people, you got a Friends in Paldea card here. I said that this one's going to get 9 because of the centering. So I'm thinking it looks slightly bottom heavy, maybe left heavy. Maybe too much. Maybe it's because of the back centering where it was right heavy, I think, on this side. A bit too heavy. Oh no. Might be a 9. Hopefully not. I put down that it was going to be a 9 actually. So let's keep it to a 9. Let's keep to that guess. There's 2 Friends in Paldea. So which one did I guess first actually? Yeah, first one's a 9 and I put down that the second one's going to be a 10. Although the centering could just drop it to a 9. Maybe slightly bottom heavy. I think we're within the 60-40 though. And I thought the second one was going to get a 10. Might be guessing here, might be being optimistic, but I'm hoping that one gets a 10. Professor's Research from the 25th anniversary as well. Full art. Again, undervalued card in this, in my opinion. Obviously, it was pulled a fair amount. That's why the cost is so low. But you got Professor Oak here in a library going through his studies. Gorgeous. I put down that this one was going to get a 9 because of the centering. So clearly I just thought that maybe it's too bottom heavy on this one, I think. Maybe a bit too much, and that's what I thought. So I think that's one's going to get a 9. Now we have finally, for this client, we've got a Blastoise Hollow from the 25th anniversary. Absolutely gorgeous, mesmerizing card. Reminiscent of the artwork from the first generation ever. Wizards of the Coast first edition cards. And I put down that this one is going to get 10. So I've been optimistic on this one. I'm partial to a Blastoise anyway, and Water types is my favourite Pokemon line ever. Evolution line and Squirtle line, so I'm just going to be partial to it. I know it looks a bit bottom heavy. I'm just going to be optimistic on this one and hope that it gets a 10 because I'm biased as hell. So yeah. That's what I'm going with. Now we're going into the cards that I'm submitting for the business. And we've got the Iono promo here from Battle Partners from Japan. I think this is a stunning card. I guess that this one is going to get... yeah. The reason I haven't put down notes about my cards is I didn't think they're all going to get 10. So we'll see if I eat my words on this one. I think the center is fine. I didn't notice any issues with it. I didn't think the back was an issue either. Japanese cards are always a bit easier to grade. Generally, you grade better. The print quality is better. It's just better all around, in my opinion. And it's, you know, that's where it was founded. So it was invented Pokemon in Japan, so for me it just feels more original, more authentic. We'll keep that one there. I think it's going to be a 10. I think these are going to be a 10, although these, I went for the Ace label on the Iona, but these are the first time I am grading Tag Team GXs from the Sun and Moon era, Japanese ones. So we'll see how these sent over from Japan. We'll see how it goes. I'm hoping I'm right. I know there can be a lot of surface issues here, so I'm hoping that they come back as 10s. We will see. Not too bothered about a 9, because I could always just try and sell them for what they cost me to grade, if anything. If not, just try and make a bit of money back, we'll see. But I'm hoping they're going to get a 10. Lucario and Melmetal here, GX Tag Team, so I think that's pretty cool. We'll see how they come back. I've gone for all of these color matches. I just want to see color matches. I haven't seen enough color matches. I've always gone for the Ace label. You've got the Solgaleo and the Lunala here with the Lily on the back. Yeah, I think this is gorgeous as well. Gorgeous GX card. Regular rare card, and I thought this one was going to be absolutely fine as well. We will see. Next one, you got the Garchomp and the Giratina. Bit of Cynthia shout out there with the Lost Origin or Pokemon Platinum, Pseudo Legendary, and the awesome Legendary Giratina there. I think they're gorgeous cards. I think they're underrated personally. And here we have Celebi and the Venusaur GX Tag Teams as well. And I mean, for me, this just pops, this card. I mean, look at the Celebi, it's just holding Venusaur's vine. Like, I'm going to hit you with this, I'm going to wrap it around your head using my psychic powers. And then I'm going to go back in time and change everything on the space-time continuum. Anyway, Greninja and Zoroark. Talk about tricksters there. That's a pretty cool wombo combo, right? Am I right? I think I'm right. And yeah, I thought this one was going to get a 10 as well. And we're moving into the final client's cards here. These are not my cards. You have the Greyfell Hat Pikachu, or Pikachu with Greyfell Hat. It's the first time I'm sending one of these with Ace, so we'll see how it goes. I thought this one was going to get a 10. I didn't see any issues with it. I didn't see any whitening, any issues with centering, any nicks, any surface damage. So I thought this one was going to get a 10. I hope it does, for the client's sake. Now we have the Aerodactyl V from Lost Origin Alternate Art. Biggest chase card in this set, I believe, with the first being the Giratina. I think this is a gorgeous, gorgeous, fantastic card. It gives me Jurassic Park vibes. Moving on from that, I thought this one was going to get, actually, a 9, because I thought I saw a bit of whitening somewhere. Not sure where I saw it, but I thought I saw a little bit of whitening. I'm going to stick with a 9 on that one. I hope I'm wrong. I hope it gets a 10. Finally, the biggest hitter here, the Bubble Mew New EX from Paldean Fates, otherwise known as Shiny Treasures EX in Japan. Texture is just gorgeous. I prefer it in Japanese, this card, because I have this one actually in the Ace 10, as you can see over there. I just prefer it in Japanese for whatever reason. And I wrote down that this one was going to get a 9 as well, I believe, because I saw some whitening. I believe I saw it on the surface of the rear of the card. Might be that top corner up here. Yeah, I thought that was going to knock it down for a 9. Slightly bottom heavy as well, but maybe within margin. So yeah, that's what I think. That's all we have today. I'm going to be keeping the video on the channel to see where we are with our guesses. When we get back, I will reveal all the grades. We'll see how right I was. Hopefully I get over like 70% on them, but we'll see. That's what I'm aiming for anyway. So I will see you on the next video when we get those cards back. Hopefully it shouldn't be too long. Peace out, guys. Enjoy your weekend, wherever you are. I'll see you in the next video.